Did you know that our brain generates about 400 worried thoughts per day, but 90% of them never happen? Another 9% we have absolutely no power to change. And the only remaining 1% is what we can actually do something about. Today, I want to share a learning from a book I recently read. It's called Don't Worry About Anything Beyond the Next 2 Hours or the Next 5 Miles. Think of it as setting a boundary for your anxiety. Our brain weren't evolved to process global chaos 24/7. We were built to handle what's right in front of us. So now, whenever my mind starts spinning, I put out this metric. First, I will ask myself, for the thing I keep worried about or thinking, is there something I can do in the next 2 hours? For example, if I have a presentation that I need to make about a product I'm designing to a team next week, and I keep thinking about it, so what I could do is take out my laptop and start writing down my thoughts about what I should present in this presentation. That is something I can do in the next 2 hours. Or if you're thinking about this before you're sleeping and you're already laying in bed, then there's no point in thinking about this anymore because there's nothing you should do in the next 2 hours. You should sleep. The second boundary that the book talked about was the 5-mile radius. Recently, as I'm recording this, there's still war going on that's impacting oil prices or just inflation in general. It's just I don't feel good about what's happening. However, everything I describe is not something I personally can do anything about within my 5-mile radius. So I have to tell myself to shut down this worry because it's just effort wasted. That brings me to the key lesson I learned. One is the tolerance for uncertainty or unresolvedness, allowing things to remain unanswered for a while. Society, people chase for answers too often, but life is full of commas, not periods. Just like planting a seed, you can't dig the seed out every once in a while to check if it has grown, because it won't. The book tells me don't ruminate on the past. Many people's anxiety comes from regret, but we can't use our current self to judge our past self. The person you were back then made the best decision you could with the information, mindset, and the circumstance you had at that time. So learn to keep yourself grounded. Find a life anchor. For me, it could be 5 minutes in the morning to look at the sun, drink my coffee, or find a physical environment to anchor. And that, for my case, it would be my van. Being in my van just feels secure. Feels like I can let go of my identity, the expectation from others, and just be more of myself. So the next time the world feels a bit too heavy from the past, authors suggest you can pick up a paper and write down 3 questions. First is ask yourself, this has already happened. Can I actually change it right now? Second is, if I could go back in time with the mindset and the circumstances I had back then, would I have truly made a different choice? And third, which I think is the most valuable, that is, what can I learn from this past experience that I have regrets about? And what can I do, especially in the next 2 hours, to make it better? The book is written in Chinese. It's got this theory called an old Zen proverb, and it says, when chopping wood, just chop wood. When carrying water, just carry water. It means be exactly where your feet are. Overthinking creates problems, but taking actions is where you can find the answers.